Some awesome things I discovered now that we put the soap in there is that these drawers perfectly fit 2 loaves of soap. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you guys our new soap curing system. And if you've watched my channel for a while, you've seen that we showed you what we were using before, and it was our baker's trays. And those baker's trays served us really well for a long time, but they weren't perfect. Yes, we can stack them, and yes, we can cure a lot of soap in one spot. But we noticed with that system, it was really hard to access the product at the very back. And it was really hard to see what was back there, so whenever we did our inventory counts, it was super awkward and not the most ideal solution. So when we were at IKEA one time, I saw these shelves, I think it was months ago, and they looked perfect for curing soap. So finally we decided to take the plunge, invest in our business, buy them, and today's video we're going to show you us assembling them and how it looks at the very end. And we're also going to give you a sneak peek into a room in our house that I haven't shown you guys before, so that's kind of exciting. So if that is something that you're interested in, keep watching. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jerica. I'm the owner and creator of Quench, and on this channel I talk all about my soap and bath bomb business. And if that is something that you're interested in, then subscribe. And now, without further ado, let's get into it. So I am now in our basement, and I'm going to show you what our old system looked like for those of you who haven't seen that video, but it's right behind me over here. And on these baking trays, we used to stack our soap inside of that. And as you can see, it's really great for curing a lot of product, and we were able to fit a lot of bars of soap on this guy, but there was nothing really to help us slide the product out easily. So whenever we did inventory count, it was always really tricky to make sure we got all of the product to the very back. And accessing the bars of soap to move it from one place to another was also super awkward. So it is much easier to do that with these jars, which is why we've moved the jars onto our curing system, and now I will show you what we got for the soap. So we're now on the 2nd floor of our house in a room that we never used before, and we figured why not use it to help our business a little bit and cure soaps in here. So we are now in the upstairs level in our spare bedroom, and we're going to be using this corner to help build these shelves here. This is the John Axle. And these baskets here will be where the soap will be curing. And we were thinking about stacking them, so that's like a tower of soap over here. So we'll see, first of all, how easily this is going to be assembled, or whether or not we're going to want to pull our hair out, because it's so frustrating. We've assembled a lot of IKEA furniture in our time, so I think it should be smooth, but you never know with this kind of stuff, especially with the IKEA instructions, which are all
graphic.
Graphic, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like they're really clear, sometimes I'm like, what were they thinking? But
yeah, so it's needs a little bit of interpretation, and it's one of those types of instructions where if you miss one step, then you're gonna have to go back 20. So hopefully it goes smoothly. We'll see. And for those curious, this is what the final product should look like. I'm gonna link a picture up here, and fingers crossed that is what we end up with when we're done with this. So what's the first step here, Kill? What are you doing?
I set these up with these crossbars around here.
So that's the first step over here?
Yep. There's one where these holes are.
What do the instructions say?
These ones where these squares are sticking up. So
there is a finger pointing to the square, and I think you've got the right one.
Yep. And you want these, like if you're going to stack them, which we're going to be doing, you want these to not have that square filled in. So another one with those squares.
You guys have assembled IKEA furniture before. There's always that one mystery piece that you're thinking, why do we need to attach this? And this is that piece for us here. We're not sure what it's meant for, so if you guys have assembled a John Axle before and have encountered this guy, please let us know if it's necessary or not, but we're only supposed to get one, and the diagram says to hammer it onto the bottom, one of the bottom feet, and so we're just gonna do that, but we have no idea what it's meant for.
And all other pieces are either 2 or 4 of, so.
But this, yeah, we were only supposed to get 1 of these. So what is it for? Anyways, that's where we're at right now. We spent a good 10 minutes puzzling over how to actually, whether or not it was necessary. And it's one of those things where you don't want to be too dismissive because it might be an integral piece of this whole thing. We don't know.
These now?
Yeah.
Now we're screwing in these 4 pieces. Worked on 2 of them there. And we flip this back over now towards the top. And we see how deep you screw these into. I think we just go all the way.
All the way
in, yeah.
In terms of IKEA furniture, this one's pretty straightforward and simple, besides that one rogue piece that we're not sure about, but it's been pretty straightforward. Okay, I just figured this out. This tool is supposed to protect our furniture when we're hammering this piece onto this piece. Oh my goodness. So it's not supposed to go on the final piece of furniture. It's just to be a nice round piece of plastic that we can use to hammer in the 2 metal parts together so we don't damage or dent the metal parts. That makes sense. Sometimes I wish they had some text instructions to let us know that. Otherwise, people like me would be like, what is this for? I figured it out. So this is supposed to go over top here, and it's supposed to protect the furniture from hammering stuff down. So it's like a guard.
Oh.
It's a hammer guard.
So I was just going at it with a hammer.
Yeah, you were just denting our furniture and not using this properly.
There you go.
Come on, IKEA. So the next step is to make sure that we have everything level, and we got this shelf, which, oh my gosh, I can't get anything to focus right now. What? So we got this shelf because we're also gonna be putting shelves up in the office area, and we're gonna use it to rest the leveler on to make sure everything is level. Here's the diagram of that tool. I mean, I guess now looking back on it, this is pretty clear. I don't know, would you guys be confused as well? They're pretty level.
Looks like we're in business.
Don't think we need to adjust it too much. I think we can move forward. What do you think?
I approve. It'll be more up against this wall, but I think that's gonna be level enough.
Yeah.
So we want these grooves to be forward. So this is the front based on the direction of these grooves. And then we're gonna want these things to click.
Yeah, the next step is getting this up against this wall here and securing it so it's not so wobbly. Is it tricky?
Yeah, it feels like the frame is too thick for the clip-on.
After some fiddling around, we got them to finally click in. And they have the holes in them so we can nail it up against this wall. And we can, yeah, hopefully get this together in a bit. So after much deliberation, we realized that our house is so uneven. It's a 100-year-old house, so these floors are incredibly bowed, and stuff like this really shouldn't be nailed to the wall because this trim is at least 1.5 centimeters away from the wall itself. So if you were to nail it against the wall, you'd have...
Yeah, we don't want that much of a screw exposed from the wall, so...
So after we thought about it, we realized maybe this could be fine as is, and we don't really need to nail it against the wall. And we were envisioning a tower, but I think this is okay for now, and this will do. So we're gonna assemble the second one and put it together, and then move some of our cut soap into these shelves.
Yep. Eventually we might bring this up away from all that trim.
Yeah, that was a scenario too.
Yep. I think we'll just try it because it'll be heavy enough with all the soap in here to have it be stationary. So.
Yep. So this is what I really liked about these guys, is the fact that you can pull them out and have access to whatever is inside of here so easily. Well, I guess the top ones you can just reach in. There's no top layer. But for the ones that are in the bottom, you can just pull them out and easily access, easily count things. And these are metal, and one thing about metal and soap, you don't really want soap resting on metal, so I'll be putting either parchment paper down or cardboard down, not sure which yet, but you definitely want a barrier between your soap and the metal, or else you can risk getting things like DOS, or really DOS really is the main thing you need to worry about when you are thinking about resting your soap on anything that's metal like this. So I have 4 loads of soap that I need to cut and get into our new shelving system, and today's soap that I'm cutting is our activated charcoal soap and also our grapefruit soap. And these soaps smell so good, and really excited to cut them and see how they look on the inside. So we transported all of our curing soaps into the system, and this is what it looks like. Some awesome things I discovered now that we put the soap in there is that these drawers perfectly fit 2 loaves of soap. The 2 loaves of soap that I make with my wooden molds fit in here perfectly. So that is a huge plus, and I wasn't expecting that. So that's awesome. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but there is a piece of parchment paper in between the metal and the soap. So like I mentioned, I don't want any of my soap touching the metal parts, just to be safe. It is such an awesome system. So if I needed anything at the very back, I just pull the drawer and it slides out so easily, which will make this awesome for inventory and for grabbing product as I need them on the go. And this is in a room that does have a dehumidifier, and I'll probably have that running. And then also I'm able to block out the sun completely with this awesome shade. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the shade comes all the way down, and I will probably have this room in darkness for the majority of the time so that the colors of my soap don't fade. So that is today's video. I hope you really enjoyed that. I'm curious, how many of you guys have used IKEA furniture for your own soap curing systems? I'm pretty sure a lot of you have. I feel like IKEA is one of those places where you can just turn that furniture that they have into anything that you want. It's pretty customizable and pretty simple and straightforward to put together. So I'm really excited about this new curing system. It's going to help simplify my process a lot and totally worth the money, I think. So if you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. And until the next video, keep smiling, keep trying to stay organized in your businesses like me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.